You guys, welcome to the channel. For those who actually get to see this video, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time editing this video. I'm not going to put a bunch of, bedazzled kind of editing in here. This is just going to be basically me ranting about this nonsense that's happening in the world, and it just cannot be ignored. And I know YouTube isn't going to push this video out. It might make it to a handful of my subscribers at the very least, but I guarantee you that it's not going to make it very far. As you guys know, I have made a plethora of videos about the LGBTQ plus community, but mainly the trans community, because in all honesty, I don't have any problems with people being gay. As a matter of fact, I don't even care about people being trans. The issues start to arise for me when things are being pushed directly towards children. I am all about equality and rights. But when things like transgenderism gets pushed onto kids, like hormone therapies and surgeries to transition, I start having problems with this. But honestly, I have problems with anything sexual being pushed onto kids. Now, when we start talking about high schoolers and teenagers as far as education is concerned, that topic is a little more nuanced. But when we're talking about basically prepubescent children, there's an issue there. I think you should show respect to anybody in the world as long as they're doing respectful things. But teaching small children about sexual things, and yes, I will even include straight things, is 100% wrong. And when children do finally become an age where teaching them about some of these things is a little more acceptable, it does not have to be radically detailed and sexualized. And it does seem that the trans community, above all the other ones in this group, do push the details in the sex portion quite heavily. Now, I will acknowledge there are people in the trans community that want nothing to do with these kinds of things. They're just trying to live their lives. But there is an alarming amount of people in this community that are pushing these things heavily. Let me make it clear if I haven't made it clear just yet. Whether it be straight, gay, bi, trans, or whatever else, the sexual aspects of these things do not need to be discussed to children in great detail. Now, I have highlighted a couple examples of this in some pretty recent videos. One video at an event where an adult was basically giving a striptease to a bunch of small children, and another event where a child was basically shaking his ass on stage. I will leave those videos linked in the description down below right underneath the like button. But it does seem like this behavior is only getting worse. Now, the video I'm about to play for you is at a pride parade in Spain. Now, don't worry, the kids are dressed kinda in this video, and I did go through to edit out their faces. Now, that video is another 15 seconds longer, but honestly, I barely got through that. I barely got through editing that portion. Children literally being paraded while wearing very, very suggestive clothing in front of adults is about as disgusting as it gets. I don't personally understand this. If I had been at this event and I had started to see children being marched down the road wearing what they're wearing in this video, I would 100% run out in the middle of the road and say, what the hell is going on here? Why are these kids dressed this way? And why are they dancing around like dogs? Now, I say dogs because I want to go through this bit right at the beginning of the video here so you can see exactly what I mean. Let's go ahead and drag this back here. And when I hit play, I want you to watch what this conductor or whatever this woman's doing. And what you can see is she's feeding these kids treats. I don't know if it's some kind of candy, but they're basically being fed treats like some kind of animal. So right here, she's feeding one to her, and she's feeding one to her, and moving on. And she has like a bag of candy, it looks like. I don't know what the hell it is, but she just keeps feeding these kids these treats, and I have no idea what the hell that's about. One comment on Twitter jumped out at me, and it basically summarizes my thoughts pretty well. All I see is hyper-sexualized children dressed in adult fetish gear and paraded in front of adults. Who benefits from this other than pedophiles? What does this have to do with LGBT rights? And that is a good question. Who is this benefiting exactly? What is the goal here exactly other than to sexualize children to be put on display in front of a bunch of adults? I feel like there's a better way to explain this community without having to hypersexualize children and put them on display. But I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. Maybe I'm the problem. But I want to know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And as always, if you did see this video, do not forget to hit the like or that dislike button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you hopefully get notified every time I post a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.